First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact long time there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bengals had 8-3 now, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MP, pace. 11 MP.
From the 36, Burrow going for the deep ball. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go action, and it worked really well for them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On one, right? 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, these two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game, the big one. The Chiefs up 21-3 at one point. The Bengals charge back. They win at 27-24 and punch their ticket to Super Bowl 56. Slot man moves right. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception setting up a terrific field position with 3 points. The end result.
You can make this one pretty simple. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air to Mixon on the check down. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. They find some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line. So good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Back to throw here. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got
Here we
him.
go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
2nd and 20.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MP. Hey. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh, this is just crazy. Interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, a dump down to McKinnon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
11. 12. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
11 Thomas.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
With only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
12. 11. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Burrow. And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 57. Come back. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun. Stop. 11 mighty. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
On second down, Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
11. 12.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready? 11. 12. 11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 21 yards away. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Mahomes. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow, he sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11 hiding.
Now Burrow.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To throw, Burrow.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher Working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 17.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving them anything.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them back to 506-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.